down, so maybe just something to throw them off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
He didn't even put his hands up.
Get in for a Viking touchdown.
He didn't even put his hands up.
Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half.
Bro.
And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The man didn't even put his hands up.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Trucks over him. Oh, some strong running. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. DJ Wadham showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. To try again after the sack. Fields got the connection here to Bourne. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And he's brought down.
Allen on the keeper. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Allen. Dancing to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
56, Bears 21.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Fields now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago. Now a first down throw. Fields going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throwing again is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, 26 yards. And the Bears claw one back. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the Bears' 34-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
56, 56.
I got you, son.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here's Allen to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think
He's got a man, complete! And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
with the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, 52 yards. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Wadham able to record his 5th sack of the season. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields finding Bourne here over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On play action, Fields. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, they sucked the defense in with a play fake, went over the top.
And I know from past experience.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the posts.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Allen now on first down. That's taken in by Smith-Marset. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.